Hello again. So I feel like I really need to understand how to use my camera better. I watched some of the footage I've been taking and it just like is not on par with what I've been hoping. Really it's just blurry and I know nothing about camera settings, so I'm just experimenting with it. So instead of letting it keep me from putting stuff together, I'm just going to put stuff together and evolve it. So actually, if any of you know about cameras and know what I could do differently to maybe make the image quality, like what to pay attention to like, I know this is a great camera and sometimes it shoots things very crisply. So I know it must be something that I'm doing. So yeah, would appreciate your help if anyone can provide any insight. Otherwise, I'm just gonna keep trying at it. But yeah, so I am at my apartment. It looks very different now than it did even like a week ago because my poor little plants got dust mites. I put the heater on and they must have had eggs that were just like, we're ready to rumble now with this that incubated. And because then they were in like perfect condition. And then as soon as I put the heat on, it was like the next day, they were so brown. And it took me a minute to realize. But anyways, so I have far fewer plants in here than I did. They're on the balcony. I gave all the other ones a bath so that hopefully they'll survive this and not get infested also. But just, I had a really nice chat with some friends and just am at this place where I'm about to go travel in a month, exactly a month from today. And it's go time. No more messing around time. I mean, I've been in this artist retreat for 2 months now. It's gone so differently than I expected, so differently. And a lot of personal growth just in ways that I didn't quite expect. So I'm very grateful for it. I wish that I had more work to show for it being here, but a lot of the work that happened was internal, getting over fears and insecurities, and I did do a lot of experimentation. And my focus was very scattered. So I was working a lot of different things, and what's come to light now is the importance of priorities, and that if I really want to get good at something, it's helpful to pick one, maybe two, at most 3 things to focus on instead of like 10 different things. Also learned that decision making is really helpful because I wasn't making some decisions, and being in that constant back and forth was really taking a lot of energy that I could have used and that I could have used to move things forward. So now I've made my decisions. And I've been executing, and basically I was flip-flopping between like, should I actually go on this trip for a year or should I not, or should I go a shorter time? But ultimately I was like, look, this is the experience I want to have. When else am I gonna do this? It's crazy that I can even do it now. Like, it blows my mind even still. So I was just like, this is the experience I want to have. So let's make it happen. Let's welcome it into our lives. So that's what I'm after. So now I've kind of cleared everything out so that I'm going to be focusing on documenting this part of the journey, prepping to going, like the experience that's there. I found that I actually really like video as a platform. I thought I was going to be focusing on like physical artwork and digital artwork, and I think it's going to play into what I'm doing in in video. I'm not sure if it's gonna have a real, I don't know, we'll see. I guess, like, what are you doing is still a little bit up in the air, but the more that I do down any of those avenues, it makes it clear. And what I have done is hone in way far on the contenders. So I think as I do a little bit more, maybe there will be a way to balance like the graphic design and web design side of things with video and storytelling. I mean, already thinking about it, there is a world where they all overlap, and I think that is going to be the place that I find. So, yeah, that's where we're at. I now have a desk full of all of these. Like, my desk is just full of, like, this is all, I realize how much work I've done towards projects already, and it's all like held within notes and stuff in a variety of like notebooks. These are all full, and these are all full, so they all need to be essentially, I want to transcribe them so that, flip this back around. I want to transcribe them, so I'm not going to bring all this with me. Paper is heavy, and I'm going to have weight limits when I'm gone, but I am going to want to engage with this stuff. So what I had done, so I have consolidated all my stuff onto hard drives. That's one of the things that I'm doing to prep. Getting all my technology in place has been another part of prep, so I've been doing a lot of research on that. I had already done a lot of prep in terms of like what I'm packing and bringing with me on this trip. So now it's like, what do you creatively want to focus on? And as I was looking through my old hard drives, I was like, I have prepped so much for projects. I have so many elements that if I just can focus on putting them together into something cohesive and shareable, that I already have so much work done. It's just taking it from that like 80-90% to 100% and out there. So that actually is what my goal is going to be while I'm traveling, is like putting stuff out there. And it's intimidating, and it's also really exciting at the same time. I feel like it's what I've so wanted for myself, and I'm just at this point where I'm like, if you're not doing it now, like, are you doing it? And so I'm like, yeah, I cannot think of anything else that I would want to do. Like, this feels like the way forward. All of this growth and development has led to this. So I'll be putting stuff out there. I had a tendency towards perfectionism and have realized that that's what's kept all of this in all of these journals. And the better thing, like, I just realized ideas are unlimited. Like, I'm always going to have more ideas. So getting them out there as I have them is going to be the best way to keep up with them. That way, that, like, just put it out there, and then the next thing can evolve, and I can incorporate things, or I can come back to things if I need to, but just getting it to a place where I can put it out there is going to be the first goal. So I'm going to, like I said, I'm leaving in a month, so, and I will be in every country for a month, so I feel like this is going to be really good practice for just pacing myself. Like, what is a month actually like? Because the last two really flew by, and I'm going to focus on really being consistent. I think that is going to be the thing that really turns the table for me, is just show up every day, move something forward for myself. It feels like there's a few distinct categories that I want to move things forward in. So even if I give a little bit of time, just touch each one every single day, and it'll be fun to see where that goes. So having a website hub is going to be part of it as well. So as I was saying, like website and graphic design, don't know if I'm going to focus on it, but I'm definitely going to put my skills there. And maybe as I'm developing my own website, stuff is going to come from that. Like stuff just comes from doing, is what I'm realizing. So that's going to be that. So today is December 8th. My plane takes off January 8th and I'm headed to Peru. So I am very curious what I can do in 1 month, because really I want this to set the pace and tone for how this next year is going to be. I realized in moving here for this amount of time, these 3 months, that wherever you go, you take yourself with you. And just because I'm in a new environment doesn't mean all the things that were holding me back before just magically go away. Like, I brought myself with me here 100%, and the same, I still didn't start the thing. Like, I wanted to start documenting and sharing. I did document, but I didn't start sharing it early on. And like, I thought I would have had 3 months worth of content and experimentation and really have gotten familiar with the tools over these 3 months. That's now condensed to 1 month, which is fine. But it's just like time flies, and I wish that I had given that gift to myself of showing up every single day, putting forth effort and moving these bits that are important to me forward. So that is, I'm going to consistently show up for myself. That is going to be the goal of this month. So with that being said, I've ended a lot of the videos I've recorded as, if I post this, well, you know what? I'm gonna post this. So this is going up on YouTube now because I'm not gonna wait to edit it. I'm not gonna wait. Like, that can happen in time. I can get better as I go. That is the main lesson here, is I'm just going to start with being consistent. And then as I get used to being consistent, as I show up for myself in that way, then I can add another level of quality to what I'm doing. And over time, it will get to what I want it to be. But I've accepted that it's not going to be my complete vision straight out the gate. And really beautiful and unexpected things can happen by putting it out there. And it might actually turn into something more amazing than I can even think of now by doing this. I mean, that's been the trend for the things in the past that have gone, that I've pursued. And I feel like even in artwork, even if I do just one piece, I have an intention going into it, and stuff changes. And then I'm like, wow, this became something that I had no idea what it was going to be. And I'm really pleased with how it turned out. So gonna take that to this, and I'm really excited for this journey. I kept telling myself I'm scared, I'm all these things, but then I said I'm excited, and I really felt that. Like, I'm excited to see what I'm capable of. I'm excited to see what I create. There's been so much built up potential in all of these papers and notebooks and notes and just like all the things that they've just been waiting for me to be ready for them. And now I'm ready for them. So it's coming. It's coming. Okay. I'm going to get to some of this, creating some of this stuff and uploading this video because why not? All right, thanks for being on the journey and catch ya tomorrow. Why don't we just do one of these a day? Yeah, why not? All right, bye.